Check out the Friday podcast. Friday vibes.
I liked it. I didn't love it.
Trey.
Sounds like a stand-up dude.
Oh my God.
Hopefully you're watching the Friday podcast. Guys, we raw uncut up in here. Oh, shining fire. Stop it. Dumbass. How am I poser? This is getting really heated and heated. That's what it's all about. We want everybody to go out and just live for your Friday. It's Friday!
It's Wednesday, everybody.
Oh my God.
Welcome back to the Wednesday podcast.
Welcome, guys, to the Friday podcast. Trey. Oh, man, we are so excited to be back, guys. We got a good little squad with us today. Perrin.
Hello, everyone.
Perrin is here representing Cam.
Hey. With a fresh haircut, too.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
And
slick.
And Trey Champion
What a surprise.
is back.
What a surprise,
Ladies and gentlemen.
oh my God.
Excuse me.
Right, a surprise, right?
Sorry, my mouth's kind of greasy. I had some godfish.
The mac and cheese, we was not feeling the mac and cheese.
Well, first off, congrats to having your store open, Godfish. Y'all were just a food truck at first, but hey, y'all waited. You got a blessing going for you. So.
That shit.
But food's kind of overrated for me. But guess what? You're still booming. Business is good. The mac and cheese was terrible. I love it.
Well,
thanks, Tran, for saying that about an up-and-coming black business. Thank you.
Oh, no, I don't care. It was terrible. But congratulations. They're going to keep booming. Somebody likes it. I didn't like it. So
exactly. It wasn't. I tasted it. I didn't like it.
I never had it yet. So.
Well, we're not going to
Exactly. Guys, I didn't really introduce myself. You guys know who I am.
Rocco Machko.
So Beyonce?
Rico. Somebody the other day asked me, was like, don't you get sick and tired of people saying Rico Suave all the time? And I'm like, people actually really don't say that to me as much anymore. Like,
Yeah, Rico Suave is having a popular
wasn't
name.
that just your host name for that event?
nah, my name was just Rico.
Oh, excuse me. She said that was your host name.
I know but it wasn't.
Okay.
So, guys, let's just jump right into Friday small talk. I'm really, really excited about this topic. And, Valentine's Day is today.
Yeah.
And we are going to be just gliding over glossing over Valentine's Day. We're not doing a whole Valentine's Day episode, but our Friday small talk definitely has something to do with Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all ready for this?
I'm ready.
So, guys, I was on Facebook the other day, and I screenshotted this picture, and I said I want to get everybody's opinion on this topic or on this saying, which is really a quote that a lot of people use all the time, and I'm like, I really don't agree with it 100%, but I want to get everybody's perspective, and we want to get your perspective too. So here is this quote. It says, "A woman becomes a reflection of how you treat her. If you don't like how she's acting, look at how you're treating her."
Okay.
So, guys, what do we think about that statement? Do we believe that statement 100%, or is it like,
I don't agree with that 100%.
Cam, come on, bro.
Of course.
What you think?
I expect that answer from you.
I have to.
But still, come on. I don't agree with it either. Like, I can flat out say I don't agree with it. Can you guys flat out say you don't?
I agree with it
actually
more
do
than-
agree with it.
I agree with it, actually.
Actually,
Wow.
I don't know. I think it's in between
it's like a
because
split.
Okay, so go ahead, Cam.
because you can treat the girl like everything. You can give her everything. You can be nice, provide for everything, but the girl can still treat you like shit at the end of the day. So therefore, that post, it can and it can't, but it's like, even though she supposed to be a reflection of you, you can treat her with the respect. You know what I'm saying? You can be the most perfect guy in a relationship, and then she can just be the most ugliest. And best believe I've had one of those. Okay, back in my time. So that's what I personally And these two, no, all three of them been there, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't think that's completely true.
So let's just hear from the other side before I give my opinion, and then we'll finish with that side.
Trey, do you want to go, or should I just? It's up to you, man.
I mean, the opinion is happy wife, happy life. Yes.
Trey,
no, that's not 100% either.
Trey, you
that's not true.
Come on, Trey.
You
can't let him get away with this.
No, he's not.
What are you talking about?
You're not getting away with this one. Because we know you. Cut it out.
Come on.
Okay, I'll speak. So, I will say like a 20% sure. Like, you guys are right 20% wise. But there's a big 80% where that quote is actually true. Because let's say, for example, sure, your woman, you're pleasing her like to the max. You know what I'm saying? You're doing everything you can for her. Or like, you have a good relationship on your end, but she's still not fully happy. Or she's still, what do you call her? Like, ugly. I don't know what you want to call it.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean it's your fault. She could have had a bad relationship before you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That however he treated her now is who she's become. And she can't really help that. She brought that with her and she's displacing it on to the next relationship. Doesn't mean it's your fault. But that could have happened to you in many cases with those particular girls.
But you're explaining the quote from another perspective. Cam was explaining it from just face value head on. You're speaking it from a situation. So
we're talking about if you're already together and you like.
No, I'm explaining because, like you just said, you said.
But also what you're saying kind of proves our point because I don't want to get into what I gotta say yet, but I gotta jump in.
So I'll go. So,
because I want to finish with y'all over here. But I want to say this real quick. I just want to get this out.
Start calling his names.
Huh?
We should start calling his names.
Oh no. So my problem with that quote is that why is it just her? Why is she a reflection of how? Why is she just a reflection of how I'm treating her? Why am I not a reflection of how she is treating me? So it's like we must be partners in this, right? So it's a circle, it's a revolving circle. So it can't just be one-sided. You can't just look at how she is and it's like, oh man, that's because of him. No, it could be because of her own situation, stuff that she's dealing with inside of her, which brings me to your point, which is something she was dealing with before she got with whoever she's with now. And so now you're seeing this woman and this person and you're seeing the guy and you're like, well dang, he must be treating her horrible. No, it has nothing to do with him. It's what? The guy before her, but she's allowing that situation to impact all her other relationships. So then it becomes, wait a minute, how true is this quote? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. The statement overall, if you at a broad level, it's true. Just look at it as the woman is a reflection of how you treat her. I think that's true to an extent. Of course, there's other background stuff. But if you're treating her bad, she's gonna respond negatively. And sometimes you may think you're doing stuff that's making her upset, but you're doing it anyway. So she's gonna respond to that. And I'm not calling anybody out, but someone in this room is sleaze. So you just sleazy things.
But this is what I'm saying.
But let Perry finish. Please.
What I'm saying is because this happened. We had this conversation. Rico, you've heard this conversation. You always kind of say, "Oh, like, why is she doing this? Why is she like, Cam, you did this, and this?" He's like, "Nah, but it's not my. It's that she's responding to how."
Okay, so let's no, hold on. We're not gonna put the topic all on one person. Hold on.
But he's the example. Is what I'm saying. Like he's an example for like there are a lot of people that say that same thing. They'll say like, "Oh, why is this girl doing this?" It's like, but bro, you did this and this. So I think that plays a big part
to an extent. Yes, I'm not saying that in relationships we aren't. That how we treat one another doesn't come out in our dealings in our everyday life and stuff like that. But my issue is it's just women take that, and it's like, but you're not looking at it all the full circle.
Yeah, the quote's not.
It's just one side.
I get it.
Yes.
You're not looking at it from both sides. That's my issue.
You should have said the person was acting the way, but like person.
You reflect each other. Yes, sure.
Yes.
I'm just going based off what the quote says.
But what did you say?
The quote says.
I'm just going based off of that.
You reflect each other.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what
so
it should
do.
be.
That's what it should say. I'm just going by what you read.
Right.
Exactly.
That is my answer.
And I think it's true.
You can't say that though, because I've been in a situation where I was good and I was just, you know what I'm saying? It was just, she was doing bad things, you know what I'm saying? I had wrongs, you feel me? But at the same time, it's like, you can't have it's like, everybody can change, but you can change for the better, but when you change for the better and that person's still the same, then where is that quote leading? Because you're supposed to be a reflection of her, but if you're doing all these good deeds and everything,
but that brings back to what I just said.
But she's still acting the same. But you're talking about when she's in a past relationship. I'm talking about there's no past. It start fresh.
There has to be a past. Are you saying she's never had a man before you? You're her first man?
No, I'm talking about it's the straight. You can't.
There's always something that's gonna be.
But it's talking about reflection off of you, not that person. So I'm talking about relationship when it's only y'all two, not somebody that was in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all two, what y'all building, what y'all got going on. Because that can cancel out, because his past can be worse and her past can be worse, and they can bump heads at that. But reflection off of you is what you bring into the relationship to provide. Because like I said, you can do all the good deeds, everything you want to, but at the end of the day, you can have a toxic girl. It's a lot of people that had toxic girls.
That's true.
That's true.
Never said you couldn't.
I won't Cam. I'm not going to disagree on that one. That's true.
Never said you couldn't. You are correct.
And when I think they're saying reflecting, it's kind of like,
yes.
It's not about, you may do all this good stuff. You may do one thing that's bad. You may do like, oh man, you don't call her when you go places, and that could be that affects her based off of her other stuff. The quote is really broad, so it's kind of hard to really like.
Well,
it is a broad quote.
It's not broad because it excludes men and it excludes the partner in the relationship, but it is very one-sided.
Well, that quote, yeah, sure.
Yeah, the quote, yeah, sure.
That's how the world is. That's why it's one-sided.
Boom. You heard that?
I'm not going to co-sign any of that.
That's just because of how.
So something that we are co-signing on, guys, we're going to go on to Friday vibes. You guys definitely comment and let us know your opinion on what you think about that post. Give us some insight. Oh my God. Alright guys, so something that we are co-signing on is that the way that our fellow brother Kobe Bryant has been respected, and they finally laid him and his daughter to rest. Mm-hmm. And they are, they gave a few details on where they are, buried. And that's
private.
Yes, it was a private funeral held last Friday in California, and there will be a public memorial for Kobe, the Lakers star. It's scheduled for February 24th. So,
of course.
Will you guys be? I'm sure it may be televised. Maybe will you guys be watching it? If so,
yeah, I'm gonna watch it. 9 times out of 10 it'll be televised.
I'm not watching that. Can't do it.
No.
I'd rather not go through that emotional.
I hear you, man.
I'd rather just.
I get it. I'm gonna look at it. I've looked at the other one. Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson. I'm gonna watch it.
I didn't watch any of those because
I watched nope.
I seen Michael Jackson.
Guys, speaking of something else we're not watching, President Trump, that dang on impeachment.
Dang.
Guys, they're saying he is untouchable. He's saying he's untouchable.
Keep repeating this.
You can go back to last season on the podcast where I said he's the Teflon Don.
I agree.
You cannot touch this.
Listen, what I'm saying, Perrin. I was going to bring it up. I said Perrin said this, y'all. But look, I had faith, and they got so close.
It's
so close. But listen. So
they weren't.
A week after his acquittal in the Senate, President Trump is reportedly simmering with rage and feels untouchable. One place that is seeing the brunt of the president's anger is, of course, the Justice Department. Y'all heard all that is in the news, which is typically independently run. It's an independently run organization, right? Federal prosecutors are said to be increasingly worried about the White House intervening on their cases, as they did with the Roger Stone sentencing.
Absolutely.
So that's according to Washington Post. Shout out to Washington Post with that. But what y'all think about that?
He's in a big position. He just has so much dominance, so much power. It's just like Ghost from Power. Like this, if he would have became governor, his power would have been crazy, untouchable.
Mm-hmm.
So President Trump, he got too much power. It's hard to get him out. Like even though they impeached him at first, it was still other things you got to do to get him out of office. But
I mean,
y'all need to learn how this game works. I tried to look.
I ain't never doubted.
How impeachment works is House Representatives impeach the president. Then it goes to the Senate, and the Senate says, okay, you're right, boom, he's gone. Problem is, Senate are on his side already.
Exactly.
The head,
he was not going anywhere.
The Speaker of the Senate, he said before he came and said, I'm not here for justice. I'm here for political.
Y'all, we got to talk. Charmaine is peeking her head in. Hello, Charmaine. Looking like Wilson from goddamn Home Improvement.
I talking about Wilson from Castaway.
Oh yeah. We love you too.
Love you too, Charmaine.
Now back to what you were saying.
What I was saying was, Mitch McConnell basically said, I'm not here for finding justice or seeing who's wrong. I'm here because I'm in charge, and I'm going to make sure this thing goes to where I want it to go. Mm-hmm. I'm here for the party, and the party said we don't want them to go, and they didn't make them go anywhere.
I mean, that's what it was. It was like not enough of them wanting to it was like they was scared to leave. They jumped ship.
They are scared because
shout out to Mitt Romney.
Mitt Romney did take it
stepping up.
Well, yeah, good for him. Anyway, but the problem is Republicans. They're like, they are all worried about their election coming up. These people are career politicians, Rico. They need this, and if they don't know what else to do without it. They need this power.
Yep.
And so if all their base loves Trump, they're going to sit back and just say, look, you know what, Trump, do whatever you want to do. That's basically what's going to be.
That's crazy.
That's what's happening.
That's crazy. That's so crazy. I'm just not here for it. I think
gotta vote him out. That's the only way.
Bernie is coming. Okay, feel the burn.
All right.
I made a mistake last time with damn Hillary ass. I made a mistake, but I am not gonna make the same mistake twice. Bernie, you getting the vote. You getting the vote. He gonna make it. He gonna make it.
Trey's a very negative person.
Nah.
You don't think he gonna survive?
I feel the burn.
Jeez, why don't get that checked out?
I feel the burn.
I'm rooting for you, Bernie.
We root for you, Bernie. We root for you, Bernie.
He elected. You know they're gonna legalize everything.
Guys, turn up. Speaking of legalizing everything, we are moving forward. The marijuana, that act, everything is moving forward. I'm gonna get the little updates from Virginia Normal. I got an update today, and I can't pull it up right now, but next episode I'm gonna update y'all on that. But things are progressing. Virginia is slow, but
we slow.
Something else that is slow moving, slow information. The Batman movie.
Oh, they're talking about
the Batman movie. They've been slow to come out with information about this, and guys, they finally released.
They did.
The little sneak peek, somebody on set, little bit of test footage of Robert Pattinson in the suit. All you see is the silhouette of him. We all watched it before.
I did watch it.
We came here, and make sure you guys watch it too. And I might have it playing somewhere in one of these corners in the video, but just make sure you watch it. sure you watch that clip, and I'm gonna tell you what I think about it. I'm gonna say Trey's opinion for that because he loves Batman. That's his.
And you hate Batman. That's
and I hate
that. Makes
Batman.
sense.
So let's get me out of the way.
Then Cam next, then you.
So it was just a silhouetted picture. Really, you really didn't see anything. But what I can say is that Robert Pattinson his face is so sunken in
Okay, here we go.
that he just looked sick. He looked sick. And I mean, we're gonna see like what the whole suit and because I'm like, this is gonna be one emaciated Batman. I mean, what does he eat? Vegetables, cucumbers,
Hey, I agree. Hey,
salad. I mean,
I agree,
no
Rico.
steak, nothing. God,
I
what
agree.
happened to you, Bruce Wayne?
I would agree with that.
What happened?
I just seen it like. On my way.
And yeah, Ken, what you think about it, bro?
I just seen it on my way here, and then when I was looking, I was like, let me see this right quick. So, you know, they said the silhouette and everything, and I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? It looked all right, but then when it got up to his face, man,
That's what got me.
it's just, I don't know, maybe it looks weird. It doesn't look like a strong face. You feel what I'm saying? Like
It looks like
it
looks like the Green Goblin is put on the Batman costume.
Okay. Green Goblin.
Nah, it's not Green Goblin.
Yes, it looks like the Green
Willem
Goblin.
Dafoe?
Yeah, literally, it
He
looks like
just
Willem
like
Dafoe
he
in that
just
costume.
look like a young. It just looks. It doesn't look like a Batman. It looks. I don't know. But I mean, you can't go based off the costume. You gotta go based off the movie. I mean,
Exactly.
You gotta get used to it. So
That profile though, nix that test shot.
I thought it was interesting. I've been trying to see what he looks like in the Batman costume.
Right.
It's kind of what I expected because he's supposed to be a young Batman, like in the early years of being Batman. So it'll work.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's supposed. I think him being skinny will work in the favor of the story.
Okay.
What's about the
So-
head?
But look, when this came to his face, I was like, He didn't really have the chiseled jaw like most Batmen have.
Right.
But I don't know. Maybe it doesn't need it. Maybe it'll look better in better lighting. Cause it was a dark little clip.
Dark little silhouette.
So maybe it'll look better. I have faith in Robert Pattinson. I went and saw him in the Lighthouse just to see how good of an actor he actually was outside of Twilight. And he's a good actor. So I think he can do it. Now,
Trey, what you think?
be gentle, please.
I'm being very. Listen, as far as there's no doubt, acting wise, after watching him in The King, acting
he was
wise,
good in that too.
sure, he might act it cool. I mean, he's never really played a role close to Bruce Wayne ever.
Okay.
So I don't know. That's why I'm still skeptical.
Ever.
Like, ever. Yeah, I don't know. The suit, it was just a camera. It was test footage. It looked different on him. I gotta get used
Now
to
Trey,
it.
give it a chance.
Yeah,
He
it
said
looks
he said
different.
about Ben Affleck and what happened.
It's trash. I think it looked like
At least he looked like Bruce Wayne.
he did. He looked like more of a Bruce Wayne. Like you said, the chiseled like chin and like the jawline. Like they had all the Bruce Wayne structures.
Yeah.
That Robert Pattinson does not.
And they have been saying, they were saying like from months ago, the Robert Pattinson, his body's not.
Now this is Batman Beyond.
It's not he's not really putting on weight like that because his body's not really built to put on. He's like Ben Affleck's body. His body's built to put on muscle. They say Robert Pattinson was having a little bit of trouble
And the
putting
version,
more weight on his body.
the version Ben Affleck played was perfect for his body type too.
Oh,
the
Robert
older
Pattinson's
version.
having trouble putting on weight.
Yeah, put on weight.
Yeah.
So that's what they were
So,
saying. So.
Sure, I get that, but then why'd you cast? Anyways,
Speaking of casting, guys, so the Batman also includes Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman.
Fire.
Thumbs up.
I said that. I love it.
was.
I like this.
like it. It's just
Put
obviously
your hands
it's
down.
great.
Yeah, I like it.
Thumbs up?
Thumbs
Yes.
up.
I like this. Paul Dano as the Riddler. I don't know him.
Paul Dano sounds so freaking
Any more? What's his filmography?
I don't know.
I'll look it up.
But Colin Farrell as the Penguin.
Fire.
Thumbs up on that.
Acting wise, very fire. Otherwise, I wanted Jonah Hill to have it. God
Oh,
dang
Jonah Hill would have been fired.
it. He was cast originally,
He
but
was
then
Paul
he
Dano.
had what else did he play?
He was in There Will Be Blood.
Oh my God, I know him. Yes, he was in some stuff I've seen actually.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, but Jonah Hill would have done it if only he got more money than Robert Pattinson. But it's okay. I give
really?
Yeah, he had the role originally.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
said, and they gave him a choice too. It was like, or you can be the Riddler, because they feel like Jonah Hill could play both. But he said he'll take the Penguin, but if he gets more money than Robert Pattinson, as he believes he's the bigger star. which
he is a bigger star, but he's not a bigger.
Yeah,
draw. He's not the.
He's
lead.
a bigger star,
Batman,
but not a bigger draw.
Yeah,
Batman is the draw, not
the
Penguin.
But I get,
you know, because even when Danny DeVito played the Penguin, they weren't saying that Batman starring Danny. It was Michael Keaton.
But I can understand why he'd want to argue it. I mean, like, if you could cast some lesser known as Batman, and you bring in Denzel as, I don't know, Two-Face. Denzel's gonna want more money.
Well, that's different.
You know what I'm saying? Like this.
Dang, Jonah.
So Jonah dropped it out.
I know. I
Maybe
feel some
Jonah
type
still
of way
want to put
about
that
it.
weight back on. That's what it was.
What Colin Farrell do?
He's still big.
But not that big.
Not that
So John
John
Turturro
Nice.
as the crime boss Carmen
He's
Falcone.
a beast.
Oh, he's Carmen Falcone.
Mhm.
You know,
Okay.
You knew he was Rico, right? He was in a Spike Lee movie. He was in Do the Right Thing. He was one of the Italian brothers.
Oh wow! So he's gonna fit right in with Jeffrey
Anything
Wright
right?
as the commissioner.
Jeffrey Wright's the other beast.
Oh, yeah, good.
Underrated black actor. I gotta say
He's
that.
good. I like it.
Good thumbs up on that. Andy Serkis as Alfred. Who's Andy Serkis?
He was the.
Andy Serkis is good.
He played the aide from Planet Apes.
He was Caesar.
He was the SEAL.
Oh, he was Caesar?
Yeah, that was him.
He also had a
okay.
cameo in Avengers.
I can't place him. Peter
He looks like he was
Sarsgaard
in-
as Gotham City DA.
Who?
Peter Skarsgård.
Peter Sarsgaard.
Which one is Peter? I know Stellan. I know Alexander.
One of the brothers.
He's one of the brothers. I don't.
He's one
Must
of
be a
them.
new one. Congrats.
And featuring a new character named Bella, a sister,
Black girl. Mm-hmm.
played by a sister named Jamie Lawson. New girl, Chocolate Drop.
New girl. Congrats. You got
Have
it.
y'all seen her?
I don't know who this is.
I'm gonna put
She's
a picture
new.
of her in the video somewhere, so y'all definitely look at it,
New
look her up.
actress.
Really, really, really
So
cool,
this
nice
back-
girl.
so
So
this-
and she's supposed to be significant. So she's gonna be like a political figure, and I'm imagining her carrying on throughout this series if they're gonna make a sequel.
Yeah.
So all these villains is gonna be in.
Yes.
Awesome.
So how long is this movie gonna be then?
Who cares? I'm gonna sit through all of it. 3 hours, 4 hours. I'll be there.
Oh, we gonna sit through it.
No
I
doubt.
do
You know
wanna
I'm gonna
see
sit through it.
See it.
It ain't nothing.
Rico's not gonna go see it.
I'm gonna go see it
Oh, he's
He
not.
fucks with
because
it.
I love Catwoman. That's I love Catwoman.
So crazy.
He loves
So-
Michelle Pfeiffer.
I want to see Zoe do it justice. It's a lot of melanin in this Batman cast.
Sure.
It needs to be.
Zoe, Jeffrey, Jamie,
Wasn't Ice Cube Gordon at first?
Ice Cube.
I thought he
To be
was.
Commissioner Gordon.
Ice Cube.
I know you freaked out about it. You're like, what?
Yeah, I thought he was Ice Cube.
Trey doesn't like Ice Cube at all.
What?
That's what he
I
said.
love Ice Cube.
Stop
shit is
it.
good.
I do like Ice Cube. Parents playing games.
I don't know, Trey. You've been taking a lot of trash about Ice Cube, and even his.
Yeah, go ahead. Don't worry. O'Shea ain't gonna watch this.
Oh my God.
Jeez,
Guys, speaking of things that we're watching, well, that we're listening to, New Music Friday. We haven't talked about our new music in so long. I was like, what we're listening to, what are we talking to,
Yeah,
what are we talking about? No, really, what are we listening to, guys? We're gonna do one song,
He was a rumor for it.
one song that you listen to.
I'll let Rico start it because Rico.
Well,
I think
one song that I'm listening to right now, I just want to let everybody know,
is Lil Kim.
and I just showed Cam, my top artist right now on Spotify is Chris Brown.
What?
Why?
The
Cause I've been putting them on to some shit. I'm telling you.
This dude got a
I've been
tattoo
putting-
of a Jordan on his face.
Hey, it don't matter. He still put out good music. Like, hey, you only get one body. You know what I'm saying?
And so, but the song that I've been listening to right now, guys, is called Good Morning Text by Queen Naija. Have y'all heard that?
I've heard of her.
Not a fan of her.
Is she the
Wow.
Was she really like a YouTube? Was she like really like a YouTube person?
That's what I heard.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
she
She
was
got
that had
with-
that song Medicine. Y'all remember that song Medicine?
Yeah, I don't like it. She had the she's with the guy. She's with that guy Clarence. They have like a YouTube show.
Yes, they did. They did.
My sister watches it all the time. Shout out to y'all.
Oh
Congrats.
my God.
Congrats.
It's
Why
fun.
do you like this, Trey?
She's okay.
What?
Cam, what song you listen to right now, buddy?
Alright, so I got a couple.
Oh, here
of
we go.
songs. So
Chris Brown, Drake. Chris
no,
Brown.
the
No,
first
Brown
song.
Prince.
Brown Prince.
Actually, none of them is Chris Brown. Feel Away by her. It's from her.
Oh, I thought that was by Drake. He has a song called Feeling Away.
It's off her I Used to Know Her album, 2019.
Hey, I know that song. Actually. Good song.
Yeah,
It's nice.
that's a nice little vibe song I've been listening to. And I like her.
This is her new album.
No, this is the album before
I
that.
heard this.
Trey, what song you listen to?
You want to play it?
No, I don't want to hear that garbage, right? Right? No, hear that garbage. Trey, what song?
So since it's just us, I have a couple songs.
Yeah, go ahead.
Since we're gonna do that,
Yeah, we got to do it without Rico being here.
Yeah,
you
since
tell me
we
on
gotta-
regular, guys, stop.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I'm gonna have to hold this one down real quick. So I'm gonna go down the list. Dua Lipa, shout out to you.
Okay.
Your album's coming out pretty soon. That song, Don't Start Now. Was it Don't Start? I want to correct myself. Yeah, Don't Start Now. First, when I first heard it, I was like, okay. Then my friend Deontay, shout out to Deontay, like insisted that song was fire. Kept listening to it. I was like, all right, this song is pretty good. I can't front. And they also played at the spa. So good job, Dua Lipa. Your album's gonna be coming out soon. I like it so far. Cammy, you're a freaking disgusting bastard.
Cam.
This
Jeez.
dude just
Cam
this
did.
dude,
Oh, stop. No, I
this dude
stopped.
literally just pooed it. I swear
The
to God.
fact that he already started saying stop lets you know he actually did it.
Yeah.
We didn't even say you farted yet. You just said, bro, stop.
No, because I know he's about to. I know he's
No,
about to do.
because
No,
you
but
That was
you didn't even know what I was about to
Couldn't
say.
say
You
it.
already snitched on yourself.
Bro, no, Pam's did it.
No, I would cop to it.
Yes,
But I
he
would
would've
never
done
fart on camera.
He would've dealt it.
Alright, that's wait a minute. No,
You
no,
would.
What's your
no.
favorite song?
Perrin, I'm back, guys. We live. I had to go take care of Cruz because Cruz needed something. So peace. I'm here.
Sure.
But
Sure, Parent can go. I only said one song.
That's not true.
That's all you get is
I only
one
said
song.
That's all you
No,
get. That's all you get is one song.
He's
So
back.
you can only hurry
You
up,
only get
Parent.
one song.
Anyway,
All right, let's
Rico,
get the floor to Perrin, man.
when you watch it back, you'll see this dude and this dude went on a freaking diatribe of a discography. All right, so what I'm listening to, I'm going. You know what? Instead of one song, I'll say the artist names because it's easier that way for me. Because so people out there, listen to grime music, listen to artist Stormzy. I listen to him. Great album. He has good songs in there. Another artist, Maxo, little Big Man. Another album I'm listening to. And the final thing I'll say I'm listening to is actually Rico. I'm listening to the song "Being Alive" from the Company soundtrack.
What?
It's just been in my head since I watched A Marriage Story, and I've been listening to it all the time. I'm
Wow.
The whole
just that one song.
different versions.
No, just the one song from the
The
1970s
70s.
version. That's all I'm listening
I
to.
did company
That's what I said.
with James Bryant, who just directed me and Cam and Dog Sees God, which was a success.
Fire. I miss it. I want to do it
That's what I
again
want.
another weekend. We need to do it another
I know.
night.
Actually, can me and Parent have an honorable mention? Because I was going to say that too. We're also listening to Fozzy, Chris Jericho's band, Judas.
Judas. Fire song.
His theme song is fire. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That junk is
exactly.
crazy. It is crazy. Anytime you can come
We
out.
is raw and
This dude farted.
I mean,
You farted again?
Yes.
No, I didn't hear
that was
it.
the second time.
Yes, you
Yes.
did it again when you did it first time when you
No,
left.
that was Panda.
Wow.
You can watch it back.
God.
You probably didn't catch it.
So guys, every episode before we move on to Friday scene, but every episode before we move on to rank them up, every episode there's always a Cam moment.
Yeah,
The
I got
last
the
episode we had one. So also guys, make sure you go back and watch the last episode.
You had one too.
But that was a while ago.
No, that wasn't a flow.
No.
Anyways, make sure you guys go back and watch the last episode, episode 7, Kobe Friday, where we was talking about Kobe Bryant, just our feelings and thoughts about that, and talking about what we would like to accomplish before we die. So definitely go back and watch that episode. But guys, so Friday scene, we got some big events coming up. But before we get to that, Rank 'em Up is happening. The duo is back together now.
back.
I heard that, Parent, the best segment. Rank 'em Up Friday, guys. What, guys? Are y'all excited about this? The duo is back together.
Yeah, we're back.
I'm excited.
We're back. I
I'm
like
excited.
it. I'm happy to be here.
I'm glad to have my assistant finally come back.
Yes, yes.
Rico's already been here. So we didn't really put up a hint this time, but we'll start getting back to that. We'll be better with it, I promise.
Mm-hmm.
But life has been busy. But this time we're gonna go ahead and flat out say it. So in honor of Valentine's Day, we have your top 5 romance movies of the decade.
Bing, 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 bing.
Ding. From
What decade?
With a fast one. 2010 to 2019.
Oh, wow. So this
So-
is going to be
2020.
2020. I mean, yeah. This list is kind of biased because I haven't seen everything that came out. So, and neither has Parent.
Sure, I have.
So we had to go by what we have seen. So please do not judge us. If we miss something, that means we probably have not gotten around to see it. And it's probably in our honorable mentions because we've heard it was good. Just gonna throw that out right now.
All right, get to this list. You only want to practice it with something.
I have to. Don't cut me out. All right. So, do you want to say number 5, sir?
Sure, I'll say it.
Okay.
Think Like a Man.
Think Like a Man. Number 5.
All right.
Came out in what? 2012.
Black too.
Black. Very black.
Black.
But
don't get many of those these days.
No.
These days.
And also, guys, don't forget to bring up the feat that they had with the soundtrack. Nobody ever, people used to purchase movie soundtracks like a lot. Like back in the 90s, soundtracks were like the ish to get.
Yep,
that's true. That Thing Like a Man soundtrack was
pretty good.
A hit.
It was pretty good.
Because my dad has plenty of soundtracks like more money. What? Why do you have that soundtrack? So he has plenty of soundtracks.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's also why it made the list. I mean, even down to the soundtrack, and down to the I would say it's a star-studded cast, especially for black people. I mean, you got Kevin Hart, you got Megan Good. You got even Wendy Williams.
Romany Malco was in it.
Yes.
Jerry Ferrara.
I love when you mentioned star-studded that you named Kevin Hart and Megan Good first. Because they're not even. I mean, like when I think
Kevin Hart is a
star-studded.
Well, at that time, Kevin Hart wasn't a star.
He wasn't at that time.
But I'm
saying
back on it. Now it's star-studded.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, but black people love these people.
But I mean, it is star-studded. I just wouldn't name those two people first.
Well, who would you have named first? Michael Ealy Walker.
Oh, Morris Chestnut.
William. He had a little cameo though. He wasn't.
He was like a lead, wasn't he?
He was not a lead.
He wasn't a lead. No, he wasn't a lead. He's the guy.
Yes. And the chef, Michael Ealy, wanted his girl.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael Ealy was the lead. Kevin Hart.
Michael Ealy, Jerry Ferrara, Kevin Hart, Romany Malco were the four male leads, and then it was
you missed.
who the women?
Terrence J.
Terrence J was a dad who was.
Who the women?
And then the women, you had Wendy Williams.
You had Wendy Williams.
She was in it.
She was.
Yes, she was
in it. Wendy Williams was in it.
But she wasn't the lead. But she wasn't a lead character.
Megan Good, Gabrielle Union.
That's when you said I would have said Gabrielle.
Yeah, Gabrielle Union.
Who else?
Was Regina Hall in this?
Yes, had to be. See, I would have mentioned
Regina Hall was in this.
When you say star-studded, I would have said Gabrielle Union, Regina Hall.
Taraji P. Henson was in it.
Yes, Taraji P.
Oh my God!
I forgot.
Yes,
I totally forgot. I love you,
the
Taraji.
Star.
And you named Wendy Williams as a lead. She wasn't even a lead.
No, I just named the women counterpart. That was Kevin Hart's counterpart. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Lala was in this?
Lala was in it.
Yes,
That's
Lala
right.
was in it.
She was Megan Good's best friend. Even Chris Brown was in it. He ran out on Megan Good in the beginning.
Carrie Hilson too, wasn't he?
No, I don't think she was in this.
No, Carrie Hilson.
She was in that, what's that?
Almost Christmas movie, which did not make it.
She didn't make a cameo?
That's not on the list.
She made a cameo in Think Like a Man, guys.
I don't know. Or maybe Like a Man too.
Maybe two. I don't know. But the first one was better than the second one.
Absolutely.
But yeah, Think Like a Man, congrats. I think you deserve it for a modern day romantic movie.
I agree.
I said number 4 was Crazy Stupid Love.
That's with Ryan Gosling, isn't it?
Steve Carell.
I have that on DVD actually.
It's pretty good. It is pretty good. It surprised me. I watched it on a whim one day, and I was like, "Oh, Ryan Gosling's in the movie." And then I was like, "Oh, Steve Carell." I'm not gonna lie, I'm a Ryan Gosling fan. I don't care. He's good. But
Stan, maybe actually.
He's good. He's people sleep on him, man. But he did well in the movie. Then that's when I got introduced to Emma Stone personally. Is when I got introduced.
It's a little late.
Easy A is when I got introduced to
Easy A and what's up?
I actually watched Easy A afterwards.
And The Help. That's what she really start popping.
That came after.
I don't think so, man.
It did. The Help came after. This came out 2011.
Anyway.
Anyways, but yeah, I thought it was cool. It was like I was trying to figure out what this movie was gonna be about. It had Steve Carell in it, and I personally didn't take Steve Carell serious around this time. That time I didn't take him serious. It was like, oh, it's gonna be a silly movie. No, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all.
I thought the same thing. I thought it was gonna be like a more, I thought it was, but it was good.
They did good. They had Ryan Gosling playing like the love guru, and I figured it was nice and lighthearted, and it had a sense of adult love and teenage love as well. It had a mix of all types of love in there, so it just worked.
The third one is Friends with Benefits, and I thought that was
Justin Timberlake
and Mila Kunis. And what I think is creative with that movie is a movie just like that came out around the same time with Ashton Kutcher and
Natalie
Portman, I think. And no one ever remembers that movie.
It's called No Strings Attached.
No one ever remembers it. But the Timberlake one was romantic. It was funny. Like, you know what? I actually enjoyed it. And then after people started liking romantic comedy movies, like, oh, so they're not cheesy. They're actually pretty. Pretty good.
I never seen like a real concept about like friends with benefits. You always see, of course, the romance or guy gets girl. Blah. You always see that, but this was kind of a different way for guy to get girl. Mm-hmm. And we've always talked about friends with benefits like in society, but you never seen it on TV, so it caught my eye. And they did well. Mila Kunis and Justin Timberlake. I love both of them. Mm-hmm. They did really good. It was really, really good.
It was a good little mid-rate comedy,
Number 2, Silver Linings Playbook.
Wow. Yeah. I can't wait to see what number 1 is, because number 1, if it's not that is a Best Picture winner.
It is. It is.
Silver Linings Playbook.
That
yeah.
That was good.
That was really
good. It was not your you talk about like friends with benefits. That's like a little campy comedy shit. Silver Line. That was some real deal shit, and that was still and it is still funny.
Yep.
Had funny bits, and it's still considered romantic.
Star-studded cast.
That was good.
Jennifer Lawrence. You had Bradley Cooper. You had Robert De Niro.
That was good.
Slade.
That was
killed every bit of that. It's just so much different types of emotions you can have for that movie, and I don't even know where to start on it. It was really, really good. It just caught my attention instantly.
Unfortunately, I have not seen it.
God,
what?
God, Bradley Cooper, Slade.
Do yourself the.
I know. I just haven't.
I'm telling you.
It's one of those things. When it came out, I didn't have any money as a young person, and I can't go see that.
Do yourself a treat.
I said, well, I'd rather go see freaking Fast and Furious.
I know you would love Silver Linings.
I know Bradley Cooper's one of my favorite actors right now.
You would love it. Robert De Niro kills. Even Jennifer Lawrence.
He has definitely came up. Bradley Cooper's definitely came up. I mean, from The Hangover, bro, you is definitely your come up is.
He has. Crazy. He killed American Sniper, all of that. So he's doing his thing.
What is number 1? What is number 1?
That wasn't him. He was a sniper.
Trey, read the.
So, honorable mentions. So we have.
Mention?
It's hard. Got this honorable mentions because some of these we haven't seen. Some just didn't make the list. So
he was the American Sniper.
Yes, he was. God dang it. La La Land.
Haven't seen it. Heard good things.
I've heard that was also Best Picture.
Another Ryan Gosling movie. If you haven't talked to him.
Listen, I was gonna be biased and put it as number 1, but I didn't. You see, I didn't do it.
Because you haven't seen it.
Because I haven't seen it. But I'm going to watch it tonight. Anyway.
I didn't like it.
You watched it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Rico doesn't like it. Whoa. So shocking.
It's because they made John Legend play guitar and not piano or something like that.
It's just like a... It's like a charity type movie, and it's not my type of movie.
Fine. Best Man Holiday.
Never seen any of them, unfortunately.
Yep.
Or fortunately, depending how you feel.
I know it was on our Christmas list. You haven't seen what?
I haven't seen it. I've seen it still.
I seen it.
I was supposed to see that movie like 2 months ago. I say, try to get to it.
Aaron promised he was going to watch that movie last time when we put it on our list for Christmas. Anyways.
Never promised.
Best Man Holiday romance movie. Love, Simon.
I think Will saw that movie.
Will loves it. He continues to preach how that is on his top 5 movies of all time. If it is up there, that means the movie has to be good. And Will loves those sappy romance, teenage, indie movies. So
I'm gonna have to check it out.
I'm gonna have to check it out myself. Percy being a wallflower, I've seen that.
I remember something about that.
Yeah, Logan Lerman and the dude who's playing Flash now, Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
You know, it was a good movie. A nice little, good teenage indie movie that parent hates, but Will loves.
Hate the strong word. Yeah, no, that's accurate. Actually,
yes, he does. He hates that. I got If Beale Street Could Talk.
Heard great things.
Heard really
all black cast.
I was surprised that wasn't on the list, but
we haven't seen it.
I haven't.
It's on Hulu. It's actually on my watch list. Every time I'm like, should I watch that?
Yeah,
really? Nah, I feel like that's a lot to handle right now.
I've just seen clips of it, but I actually haven't seen the whole thing either, but it's definitely...
I've heard really good things. If it's worth being on this list, I'm sorry. I apologize. I just haven't seen it. So, all black cast.
What is number 1?
And her honorable mention as well.
What?
That's the honorable mention. So, that's the last honorable mention we had.
That was a great movie.
Yes.
My brother talks about Joaquin Phoenix, right?
Mm-hmm.
My brother loves that movie.
That's what he should have won the Oscar for, not this damn Joker.
I think he could have won for both.
Yeah,
actually.
both
He
work.
should have won it for that. His first should have been
Joaquin
for
Phoenix
that.
brings
not
it, period. He's just a great actor. Like even with Leonardo DiCaprio, you can't say that. You say
But
that
like-
Wolf of
like-
Wall
like-
Street,
like
he should have
I
won for. Like, you know.
Like I said with Denzel Washington and Halle Berry, those were makeup Oscars.
He did it to everybody too.
Yeah.
And this Oscar that Joaquin Phoenix was a makeup Oscar because he should have got it for her. Period.
I don't know who was nominated with that year, so I can't really agree.
You gotta agree because
I gotta
you
agree.
gotta agree.
Okay, so number one, a movie I really enjoyed, Crazy Rich Asians. That movie, the impact of that movie. First of all, that movie killed at the box office. I think it's the highest grossing romantic comedy of all
Really,
time.
yeah, it was.
It featured all Asian cast, which no one thought that would make money. It made a lot of money in the United States, not just globally. In the United States, it almost made its money back just that opening weekend. It was funny.
It did.
It was heartfelt. It was like, it made a lot of Asian people I've heard say they make in the past. Asian men have been seen as like little nerdy guys with not attractive, but in this movie, they actually made the Asian lead guys seem kind of like, oh, you know what? Asian dudes can be attractive too. And it was a very big cultural movement, and I think it deserves to be number one of the decade. I think.
I just don't. What better than her? So Crazy Rich Asians is number one, and it's I just when I saw because Charity loved Crazy Rich Asians, like and when I saw Crazy Rich Asians, it just seemed like a regular smegular degular movie. Like it wasn't nothing spectacular about it. Like
Maybe you didn't see. I mean, even I'm reading here, it says it was like the highest grossing like rom-com. It passed the proposal when nothing was beating the proposal.
But listen to what I'm telling you. I don't think it was a huge success because of the content of the movie. Is what I'm saying. It was a success because of what it was, because of the all Asian cast and all of that, and they wanted that to be a success. And then it got so much Oscar buzz and all the movie buzz because of that feat that it was being all Asians. And then it got nominated for...
Can I throw something in? Could you say
the same thing? Go ahead.
Could you say the same thing about Black Panther?
Black Panther, exactly.
Come on.
What
did you just say about Crazy Rich Asians?
What's the topic? We're doing our ranking.
That it was...
That black
it wasn't
people...
good because of...
Think about it.
No, but the content of that...
And so Crazy Rich Asians is
No,
number
and you can't say the same about that because the content... The reason why Black Panther was so good was not just because it was an all black cast.
But you said
it was because of the content. No.
Black History Month.
Can we break down what you just said? You said the reason for the success of Crazy Rich Asians is because of the feat of it being an all Asian cast. And but is that not the same thing for Black Panther? It being an all black cast. Is that not the same thing?
But that's not why. That's not why Black Panther was good.
That's
or why it was a success. No,
I gotta disagree with that. I gotta disagree with that.
No, I'm not saying it wasn't a part of it being a success.
Yes, part of it.
But But the reason for Crazy Rich Asians being a success is because of that. And Hollywood guys, don't fall to this Hollywood crap.
I'm not falling into it. I'm just comparing it to your favorite movie. You're being biased.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I can give an example. Our friend Devontae was not watching any Marvel Cinematic Universe movies ever whatsoever.
Okay.
But what movie did he see? He went and saw Black Panther because it was father culture. There was a big cult thing going on with it, and that's why it was so successful. Even people who don't watch superhero films had to go see Black Panther because of the cult success behind it. We had a black superhero. Some people thought he was a new superhero. You know how crazy that is?
Listen, guys, I'm not saying that the fact that it had an all-black cast and all that it didn't have a part of the reason why it was successful. It did. Yes, it did. But that's not why Black Panther was successful. It's not.
Okay.
Because, guys, it's Marvel. It's Marvel. It's a lot of other things. It could have been. any other Marvel movie you name, and it's a success.
I disagree.
Because Ant-Man wasn't
that successful. Guardians 2 wasn't that successful.
Thor
was not as successful. I can't give you that.
But Black Panther got black people that don't watch superhero movies to go see a movie. Oh, wait, it's all black cast?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta see it.
People that don't go see movies when they go see
they kept saying this Wakanda forever.
You guys are just missing what I'm saying. You guys are missing.
I think you're missing us.
No, you're just biased.
I can't say that.
What don't make it regular?
It just to me it wasn't a regular
What's
movie.
different from that than from any other romantic comedy?
It was a different perspective on the romantic it was different factors in the story. You never
What's
had
the factors.
The factors. Well, one that
I know you want you. That they're Asian.
But no,
you say that they're Asian.
It's not about the Asian part.
That's what you want.
The rich,
I don't want you to say that.
Rico, I'm not going to do this with you. Because we actually said, what's the difference between Black Panther and Thor? Oh, there we go. Black movie. That's what I'm saying. I enjoyed all of it. I like the aspect of seeing the social status between different people. That played a big part in this movie. Social status, because you watched the movie? He was from a basically royalty, and she was just a regular working girl. And they were together. When they went back home, her being a working person is completely different from their culture. That played another part of it. That's all this stuff was what made it such a big movie. Because all people related to that. Like, man, what would happen if my girl doing this by my mom? That happens. All the people relate to that stuff. All that stuff is important, Rico. I'm sorry.
It is.
Okay.
It's not regular.
Look, I know when I can admit my faults, right? Because I watched Crazy Rich Asians, but I ain't watched.
I hate when Rico do that.
Okay.
So now he explains to me, I'm like, well, damn, if there's something that's social structure and the Asian social, and we don't know that. I mean,
No.
that's
Bring it down to the movie.
interesting.
They bring it down to the movie.
Because people don't know they don't know the African culture, so there's okay, goddamn. I'm a man. I can say, but y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna admit y'all shit. But I'm able to admit my shit. Come on.
Sure.
What are we supposed to
Look, I said
anything. If I call y'all out on,
I say the Asian thing was a factor. Just like the Black Panther, black people were a factor. That's all I'm saying. It's the same concept.
Yes, you were saying it wasn't at first. That's on which we were trying to get that point across.
No. I'm not saying this. Yes. I'm not saying this.
But now that you know,
I'm just saying, in the past, y'all don't admit when y'all wrong.
Yeah, Train can't read.
I admit when I'm wrong.
Sorry you came in towards the end of that game. That was our top 5 romance movies. Rank them up.
What's the 5?
This dude, Rico. Oh my god.
That's what. Rico's crazy. Now that he's gone, this dude is insane.
Now that he's gone. Now he's when the real podcast begins.
What was the honorable mentions?
Jeez. Nah, Rico, look, keep that in. That is crazy. That was crazy. What the freak?
Guys, we have a special guest. Say hi, Cruz.
He's a dinosaur.
Guys, we're coming to our favorite part of the episode, our Live For Your... Yes.
We already did rank
We
them up.
already hit Rick up.
We already did
our Live For Your Friday moment. What, you want to go sit with Cam? No, you gotta go sit. You gonna go sit with Perry? Okay.
Jeez, Cruz.
Our Live For Your Friday moment, guys. So, our quote is gonna put a little nice bow on our Friday small talk. Let me pull it up. What is going on beside me?
They're just horseplaying.
It was Cruz. He did it.
So, guys, we want you guys to what? Tell everyone. Say peace, everybody. Okay, you can't do it. So guys, here's the quote. We want you guys to really take this in. It says, wait, can I read this quote?
This is my favorite part.
Let me read this quote.
This is the every episode now.
It's not being in love that makes you happy. It's not being in love that makes you happy. It's that one thing that you're in love with that does. Like Cruz.
That's true.
Yeah,
right,
pretty
Cruz?
good. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
So guys, we love y'all, man. We love y'all. Somebody's trying to call Trey right now. So peace.
Peace out.
Make sure y'all go back and watch the episode.
Peace.
Oh, make sure y'all come hit us up at County Grill. Karaoke. Come kick it with us.
Karaoke Fridays.
Yeah, come kick it with us, guys.
Fridays at 10. County Grill. Your time.
All right, guys. Crew, tell everybody bye. Say bye. No, wave at the camera. Say bye. Run to the camera. Give it a kiss. Go give it a kiss. Give it a kiss.